For the Khan Academy exercise, basic derivative rules, find the error. So the notes here are the same as a previous exercise. You want to remember to find the derivative of a polynomial. Just distribute and find the derivative of each term. So if you want to find the derivative with respect to x of a plus b minus c, you just find the derivative of each of those individual terms and make sure you maintain the plus minus signs. And remember that the derivative of a constant equals 0. All right, so here Avery wanted to find the derivative of 7 minus 5x. And here's the original. Then here's her steps. Okay, and they want us to see which step did Avery make a mistake, if at all. Okay, so let's check her work here. So recall that we said when you have a polynomial like so, you can just distribute. So the derivative with respect to x goes to the 7, and it also goes to the negative 5x. Okay, and right here, she did it with respect to 7, but then right here, the negative sign disappeared. Okay, you can see there's no negative sign. So her mistake is clearly in step 1. Answer A. All right, so here the person is finding the derivative of negative 3 plus 8x. Okay, so we want to distribute the derivative with respect to x to each term. And the person did that. Negative 3 checks out. Positive 8x checks out. Step 1 is good. Step 2, what's the derivative of negative 3? Well, we said the derivative of a constant equals 0. So that part is correct. And the derivative of 8x, the person just recopied it. So far, so good. All right. And now we have the derivative of 8x was broken up into 8 times x, and that wound up to be 0 times 1. That is incorrect. Okay, we know from the power rule the derivative of 8x, the exponent on the x is a 1. Okay, and what happens is you move that 1 out front for the power rule and you decrease the exponent by 1. Okay, so if you move the 1 out front here, it'd be 1 times 8. And I meant to say decrease it by 1, not 0. You decrease that exponent by 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And of course, x to the 0 is just 1. And 1 times 8 is just 8. So the derivative of 8x was supposed to be just 8. And here they broke it up into 2 different derivatives. So that is the incorrect step. The problem here is that 8 times x is a product. Okay, you can't break up the derivative of a product and make it the derivative of 8 times the derivative of x. It doesn't work if it's a product. Okay, it only works when it's added or subtracted. In the case of a polynomial, you can distribute it to each term. All right, but you can't break up a product like the person did in step 3. All right, somehow I lost the last problem, but the answer was step 3. All right, so we're finding the derivative of 3x minus 5. Distribute the derivative of 3x. We got it. The derivative of negative 5. We got it. The derivative of 3x was just recopied, and the derivative of 5 should be 0. Okay, so this was the mistake right here. Remember, the derivative of a constant is 0, so the mistake was in step 2. Answer B, step. All right, derivative of 4 minus 3x. As always, distribute to the 4. The person got it. Distribute to the negative 3x. And here there is no negative sign, either here or here. This is derivative of negative 3x. You need to maintain that plus minus sign. So the mistake is in step 1. All right, so this person tried to find the derivative of negative 3x minus 11. We can distribute that to the negative 3x. That's done. Distribute to the negative 11. That's done as well. Step 1 is good. All right, keep going here. Step 2. The derivative of negative 3x was just recopied. The derivative of a constant is 0. Step 2 is good. Step 3. The person eliminated the 0 and took the derivative of negative 3x. The person separated the constant and the x term. Okay, you are allowed to do that. I don't really like this method that much, but you are allowed to bring the constant out front and then just take the derivative of the variable. Okay, so step 3 is actually okay. And finally, step 4, the constant term negative 3 was recopied, and the derivative of x is just 1. So that is also okay. And negative 3 times 1 is going to be negative 3 for step 5. There you go. No mistake. All right, one more. Person is trying to find the derivative of negative 9x minus 6. If we distribute, the derivative of negative 9x is right there. And the derivative of negative 6x is right there. So far, so good. All right, scrolling down here. The derivative of negative 9x was just recopied, and the derivative of 6 is 0. That is true. And now, the 0 is eliminated, and they took the derivative of negative 9x and broke it up into the derivative of negative 9 times the derivative of negative x. So that's no good. Okay, you can't break it up into two separate derivatives like that. If you want to do the derivative with respect to x of negative 9x, and really that's just negative 9, but if you want to break this up, what you would do is take the 9 and move it out front, okay, because you don't need to, the constant's going to be the same anyhow, okay, and that's going to be negative 9 times the derivative with respect to x of x. That's all that's left over. Okay, and really the derivative with respect to x is just 1, so it's just going to be negative 9. All right, it's really an unnecessary step, but the power rule right here dictates that this is just negative 9. But you can't break it up like that, so the mistake is clearly in step 3. All right, answer C.